The studio lights blazed, casting a sharp glow over the debate stage. The crowd leaned forward, hushed in anticipation, sensing that tonight's exchange wouldn't just be another clash of words, it was going to be a battle of wit, intellect, and integrity. On one side stood Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, known for her fiery rhetoric and unrelenting confidence. On the other stood Tulsi Gabbard, a woman of poise, calm resolve, and a reputation for cutting through noise with clarity that often left opponents scrambling. No one in the room could have predicted how quickly the night would turn. The moderator had just introduced the topic, education, opportunity, and the state of America's legal system. As the conversation shifted, AOC seized her moment. With her signature smirk, she turned to Tulsi, brushing a lock of hair behind her ear and leaning into the microphone. "You know, Congresswoman Gabbard," AOC said, her tone dripping with condescension, "you like to present yourself as if you have all the answers on law and governance. But I've actually studied constitutional law extensively, and I can tell you, your arguments don't hold water. You may have worn a uniform, but this arena of policy, legislation, and law is my battlefield. And frankly, your so-called law degree seems to mean little when you can't even argue the basics." The audience let out a collective gasp. The remark landed like a slap. Cameras flashed. Social media lit up in real time as hashtags began to trend. AOC leaned back in her chair, smug, certain she had scored the blow that would dominate tomorrow's headlines. But Tulsi didn't flinch. Her expression didn't harden, nor did her composure break. She simply sat there, quiet, almost serene. 47 seconds ticked by as Tulsi gathered her words, not with haste, not with anger, but with the deliberate patience of someone about to deliver a truth so sharp it would leave no room for rebuttal. Finally, Tulsi leaned into her microphone. Her voice was calm, steady, yet carried the weight of conviction that cut through the room like a blade through silk. "AOC," she began, her eyes never leaving her opponents, "a degree doesn't prove wisdom. A title doesn't guarantee integrity. And mocking someone's education only reveals your insecurity, not my inadequacy." The crowd erupted. Gasps turned into applause. Viewers at home replayed the line again and again. Commentators would later describe it as the moment the air shifted, when arrogance collapsed under the weight of humility and truth. AOC's confident smirk faltered. For the first time that evening, she was visibly shaken. She stammered, attempting to fire back, but the audience wasn't with her anymore. Tulsi had already won, not by raising her voice, not by boasting, but by speaking a sentence so rooted in principle that it cut deeper than any insult ever could. The debate continued, but the energy had changed. Every time Tulsi spoke, the audience leaned in. Her word.